Hello. We did it. We freaking did it, guys. Wow, 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 we were. Wow, wow, we were. Borat says congratulations on 150 episodes. 150. That's so many? Halfway to 300, which is a movie. So, you know what? This podcast is half of a movie. And that's kind of cool, you know? And that's all I've ever wanted is, if someone's like, I'm not in the mood to watch, a full movie. What else? Is there anything else? Is there something that's sort of like half of a movie? You could be like, oh yeah, the entirety of Curtis Connor's podcast. Probably like 150 hours of content. But it's a little shorter than a movie. Yo, someone's got to do that, like Mr. Beast style, like sit down and do a video of like, I watched the entirety of Very Really Good in a row. You would lose your fucking mind. I have seen tweets like that though, of people like, they'll say like, I listened to like, what was it? I think there was one I saw where I listened to like 40 episodes in like a week or something, and it's like, dude, that's wild. That's so much of me talking, of me just going like, so what if like this was like that? What if that was, but also at the same time this, and also, that for 40 hours? That'll make you crazy. That'll drive you freaking bonkers, I'll tell you. But it's all good. Man, I'm like still not used to seeing myself without a mustache. It's very weird. But speaking of hair, I'm getting a haircut today. Yeah. Today's huge, man. I'm trying to remember the last time I got a haircut. I think it was it must have been like November or December. Yeah, I was wearing a coat. So it's probably like December, right before. Yeah, it was like right before Christmas. So it's January, February, March, April, May, June, almost July. So it's been fucking 7 months. That's how long we've been shut down for. That's how long Ontario has been shut down for. Which is pretty cool and normal, but stoked, dude. I'm keeping the mullet though. Don't worry, I'm just getting it trimmed because it's fucking crazy, and also it's so humid out. The last week has been so humid. My hair looks fine not fine. My hair looks like okay enough when I go to leave a house. My house, not a house. A house after I break into it and steal all their belongings. My hair looks fine when I leave the place I just burgled. And then I walk outside and my hair goes, makes that noise. It goes to my head. And I look like fucking Napoleon Dynamite. Because it's so humid. And my hair is curly, and that's what happens to curly hair in Napoleon Dynamite. And humid weather. And look, no tea or shade to John Heater in Napoleon Dynamite, but it's just not the way that I want my hair to look, okay? John Heater, I hardly know her, all right? And that's a perfectly fine joke for me to say, even though I've said it before 1,000 times. Fuck, man. Oh, okay. Also, get this out of the way before we get into the topics. Folks, the Patreon is live if you're watching this right now. If it is live. Or if you're listening. It's live to anyone consuming this. It is now live, okay? Even if you're not consuming this podcast, the Patreon is still live, It's out there. what I'm saying is I have a Patreon now for my podcast. We brought it back. We revamped it. We made it a lot more it's just simple, man. It's just, you know what? It's one tier, $5, you get bonus episodes. So, if you like the podcast, and you want to hear more of me for fucking whatever reason, maybe you want to listen to more than 40 hours in a week, you can go to the Patreon, link in the description, patreon.com/veryreallygood. And yeah, man, bonus episodes there. The first bonus episode is up if you're listening to this too, even if you're not listening to it. Same spiel. But yeah, I'm excited to do more stuff on there, bonus episodes, getting a little more, it's going to be, I'm excited because it's like, with these podcasts, I got to think of I don't have to clickbait it, but I have to be I have to get people to click on it, and listen to it and watch it. But, so I have to talk about things, that I want to talk about, but it's I have to I have to worry about that. But Patreon is just we can just do whatever the fuck we want over there, and not worry about it. So I'm really excited. We got some exciting things in the works, man. We're going to get a bunch more guests on there. So, and yeah, man, I'm just stoked to have a nice little community there. Maybe a commune, right? It's a fucking cult, okay? What else is going on, dude? Oh, fucking, I gotta get the fucking, oh, I also forgot to, shit, I wanted to put the horny weasel sound on my soundboard and the balls sound effect from the Barbie video, so I'll do that next week. But I got my second dose booked. Hyped, man. Fucking hyped. Very hyped, actually. It's been a long time coming. Humans have been coming for a long time, is what I'm saying. Also, it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time of me just coming. That's funny. No, I've it's been weird seeing America sort of just pop off with the fucking vaccinations and stuff opening back up again, and it's why can't I have that, right? Why can't I have that up here? So it's nice, very very lucky, and fortunate that I am able to get a vaccine because a lot of people can't still. So I don't want to be a fucking dude. I don't get people who don't get the vaccine. I don't get it. That was my impression of an anti-vaxxer. I don't get it. I don't get the vaccine. I don't get it. Just get it, I don't understand. Just get it. People are so fucking weird about everything, Sure, if there's health things, maybe you're I don't know. Maybe if you're immunocompromised, you have some crazy illness or disease or something or condition that literally lets you not, you can't get the vaccine because it'll fuck with you or something. Then yeah, I get that. But if you're just I don't know what's in it. Hey man, neither do I. Don't really care. Scientists say that it's going to help me and also make sure I don't kill people and my fucking grandma and grandpa. Oh, put it in me, please. Put it in me. I don't care. Dude, there could be Kevin, wait, who is that guy's name? Yeah, man, there could be Kevin Smith's jizz in the vaccine. I don't care. It could just be that. If that's what will save me, put it in my arm. Put it in my arm. Put Kevin Smith's jizz in my arm. Okay? Put Kevin in my arm. God, these people, it's like anti-vaxxers, like, it's like they think they're so, like, I don't know, like, they want to be oppressed so bad, you know? It's like, the government are forcing us to do this. Where are my rights? You have so many. You have so many. You're a fucking white mom in fucking Omaha, okay? You have all the rights. Okay? You're a stay-at-home mom in Omaha. All right? No tea to stay-at-home moms in Omaha who aren't anti-vaxxers, you know? But, like, fuck, man. This, like, it's never gonna, that's the thing, like, COVID's never gonna go away, right? It's never gonna go away because people are just like, I don't want the vaccine. I don't want it. I don't trust it. You know, they made it too fast. What? What do you mean? They made it too, yeah, man. Yeah, man, because they had so much fun. If you just looked it up, they had so much funding, like more than, because usually vaccines don't have that much funding, but this was like, oh, we got to fucking figure this out. So they figured it out, you know? Well, they made it too fast. Too fast. Too fast. Anything too fast, it's bad, okay? Sure, I may last 1 minute with my wife, but that's different. That wasn't too fast. And, like, I mean, this is a bad comparison because it's literally not the same thing at all, but it's very funny to think that, like, some anti-vaxxer person, like, going to McDonald's, and they're like, oh, yeah, can I get let me get a Big Mac. Yeah. With a Coke, yeah. And then, I'm trying to be Southern. That does not sound Southern at all. And then they, like, pull up to the first window, they pay, and they pull up to the second window, and their food's already ready, and they're like, hold on. What the fuck is that? They're like, sir, it's your food. No, what is that? There's no way. That was too fast. You made that too fast, and now I don't trust it. Okay? So I'm going to wait here for an hour, how long it usually takes for me to make a burger and fries. And yeah, I'm going to hold up the line. I don't care. And I'm going to wait here. Because I don't trust it. Too fast. Bitch. Fucking weirdos, man. Like, just get it. Fucking idiots. Like that fucking, okay. I guess this is sort of the same topic, but sorry, I'm all over the place. But have you guys seen that? Did you guys see the H3 podcast with Sam Cedar? He was like Ethan Klein was debating Steven Crowder, which is like, who's probably the worst guy in the world, but he was like about to debate Ethan about a thing that he said about the CDC, about how I think Ethan said, like, oh, I don't even think about it. I just, like, do what the CDC says, which is, like, fine. Like, because what he's saying is, like, I don't need to think about it because the CDC is thinking for me because they're a lot smarter than me. But when it comes to the fucking, like, virus, you know, which is a fair point. And then Steven was like, oh, no, actually, you need to think about these things. You need to think about these things rationally and debate me. Please debate me. Debate. Let's go. Debate, all right? Debate about it. Debate on my show. Yo, thinking of like a fucking hardcore, like, right-wing political bro trying to say debate me, bro. But every time he says it, he fucks up and he doesn't realize it. Yo, debate. Oh, you disagree with me? Debate. Do you mean debate me? That's what I said. I said debate me. That's so stupid. But yeah, it's like all that shit. It's like we need to be thinking. The government is trying to fucking hold us down and put Kevin Smith's cum in our veins. Fine. Do it. All I'm saying is if you're able to get vaccinated, you should get vaccinated. All right? I think it is statistically more dangerous to get COVID than to get the vaccine, you know? So, what else did I freaking do this week? Oh, we're doing, we went antiquing yesterday, and I got a fucking sweet little find. I got a Macintosh Performa 580 CD from 95. It is an old Macintosh computer. Doesn't work, which is annoying. Well, it might. It might work. Because apparently, people, I asked my Instagram followers how to fucking, like, if anyone knew how to fix it. And someone said that you need the keyboard. You need an Apple keyboard for it to actually turn on. And I just got, like, the monitor, like, computer part. I don't have a mouse and a keyboard. So apparently you need an actual Apple brand, like, old keyboard from the 90s that'll pout and plug it in, and then that'll maybe work then. But yeah, I want to fucking fix it up, man. I want to fix it. I think that'd be a cool little project, you know? Because I need more things to do. Not already fucking busy every day of my fucking life. Maybe that's what I'll be, man. Maybe that's what I'll be when I'm an old man. When I'm older, when I'm done YouTube and comedy, I'll just be like an old computer guy. I'll just know a bunch of shit about computers, about old Macintoshes, and I'll fix them up, and I'll have a bunch of old computers from the 90s. That'd be cool as fuck. All right? I do already have, like, a fascination with, like, old, like, technology, you know? Like, in, like, from the 80s to, like, the early 2000s. Any gadget or gizmo from then, I love it. It's so cool. I don't know what it is about it that I think it's so interesting, because actually, my favorite thing are, like, really, like, high-end cars in the 90s. Like a Mercedes, like, convertible in the 90s, dude. So sick. It's just so funny to me because, like, they have like a phone in there or some shit. You're like, okay, I guess that's like the epitome of, like, luxury in the 90s, right? Like, they weren't that far. Like, there wasn't that crazy. Like, now you could get, like, a fucking, like, self-driving car and shit, like all this crazy tech. But back then, it's like you couldn't really do that. Like, the most high end was literally like a car phone. You know? And, like, when they showed, like, tech in the future from, like, movies in the 90s, it was just, like, still like they were just so wrong with everything. And I love that. I just think it's so fascinating to me. Is this boring? I don't know. I'm having a blast talking about it. Is it boring to you? Could be. Who knows? That's what I'll be. Once I retire and all you guys forget about me, assholes. So mean for no reason. Once I retire and everybody forgets about old Kurt, and if anyone's ever like, yeah, And then like later on, if someone's like, I wonder what Curtis is doing. There's your answer. That's what I'll be doing. I'll be tinkering with an old fucking old Macintosh computer. I'll be like, how does this work? All right, let's change the subject. We're gonna head over to. We got some shitty TikToks, man. I gotta talk about them. I got to, okay? I also need a jingle for shitty TikTok of the week. Fuck. Maybe that's something I'll work on too. Okay, so you guys know that I just freaking love. I just freaking love entrepreneurs. You know, I love them. There's something awesome about someone being like, "Fuck you, make cash." Fuck you, make cash, okay? How about you make some damn money about it? You know, I love that shit. It really fires me up. It's a really healthy way to live your life. And yeah, just fucking hustling, bro. I just love nothing I love more than hustling. All right. So as of up to, okay, hey, how do I talk though? How do I talk? Up until recently, that's what I was trying to say. Up until recently, I thought, you had to be like, I don't know, at least like in your 20s to be an entrepreneur, right? You had to be at least like 21, I feel like that's when you sort of get indoctrinated into hustle culture and productivity culture. You're sort of radicalized into, sucking off capitalism's horn, That's sort of when you're indoctrinated into it. But not anymore, because apparently you can be an entrepreneur as young as 10. You can be a 10-year-old entrepreneur, okay? But only if your father is one of the most toxic fucking entrepreneur people in the world and on the internet. There's this guy named Grant Cardone. If you don't, it's spelled Cargarg. Okay. Garnt? Garnt. Yeah, Garnt. Garnt Cardone. Hey, I'm Garnt. Buy my book. Grant, and his last name Cardone, Cardone. Now and I know it's spelled Cardone. All right? His last name is Cardone. And it'd be very funny if he was like a mechanic for vehicles, If he was a mechanic, you'd show up to his place, you show up to his fucking his garage, and he'd be like, "Hey, your car's done. Your car done. I'm Grant Cardone, your car done. Your car done, sir. I'm Cardone." Grant Cardone is his name. Let's take a look at his fucking website. 10x your business, income, and life. Grant Cardone is the #1 sales and marketing trainer in the world. Transform your life today. So he's like one of these fucking self-help business coaches, but he actually he's like the, he's at the top. He's like the big dog, You got testimonies from fucking John Taffer, Floyd Mayweather, Logan Paul, the big three of the business world. But yeah, he's like Gary Vee if Gary Vee went to the gym. I'm sure Gary Vee goes to the gym. I'm saying he's like Gary Vee with more shoulders. But anyways, so he has these events called like 10X where people pay like thousands of dollars to like hear him talk and be like, all you have to do is get up earlier and work harder. And then people are all like, oh. And people are like, oh, damn, this would be the perfect time for that fucking horny weasel sound effect. People are like, shit. Damn it, I wish I had it. Whatever. So the thing is about Grant Cardone, he has a daughter. The daughter is 10 years old. She looks like a sweet kid. She's a cute kid. But she gave a speech at one of Grant's 10X events, her father's events. She gave a speech. So let's just watch it. I don't want to talk anymore, but let's talk. I mean, hold on. Let's play the video. I don't want to talk anymore. Let's talk.
At 10, you're stuck. You're not really a kid, and you're not really an adult, and you're very clearly not a teenager. But seriously, I can't wait to work. I can't wait to really work, to have a job, to have responsibility, to be treated like an adult. I'm happy when I work. I'm happiest when I'm busy, and I'm most fulfilled when I'm contributing. Yeah. I love goofing off. Sleeping in. I love my computer, my phone. Mom took my phone from me, though. It was like taking me off life support. But and I'm sure you do. Doing nothing all day in front of a screen, it doesn't make you feel good just looking at it all day. Unless you're doing something on it. But if you're just looking at it, it's useless. Do you guys agree? Say 10X if you agree.
10X.
This year, let's agree to work more, not less.
Man, I feel so bad for that kid. I feel like that breaks my heart, like genuinely. Like that genuinely makes me so sad. And again, this is no hate to that child. This is all hate to Grant Cardone, because what a fucking shitty father you have to be to ingrain that into your kid's head at 10 years old. I'm all for teaching your kids to have a good work ethic, right? I'm all for that, My parents did a great job, I think, with that. There's a healthy way to do that. That just sucks. That just sucks, man. She's 10 years old. Can't you just be a kid? Right? I mean, maybe she really, really genuinely does want to be like that or do that, but I can't see it. I don't know. It'd be different if she had a dad that wasn't exactly like that, and then she was like that. Then it'd be like, oh, it's of her own volition. That's fine, Did I use that word correctly? We'll never know. But since it's her dad is literally the most hustle fucking dude of all time, then yeah, of course. It's all him. He fucking did that. A 10-year-old entrepreneur. Could you imagine what the fuck was I doing at 10, bro? I was not thinking about business. Entrepreneurship, entrepreneurial endeavors. No. I was eating my boogers, man. I was eating my boogers for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, okay? I just feel bad, man. And there's if you're watching the video, you probably saw it, but if you're just listening to the audio, there's one part of the TikTok where it cuts to Grant, and he's just he's yucking it up. He's laughing so hard. He's like, yeah, she's going to make me so much fucking money. Seriously, I can't wait to work. To really work, to have a job, to have responsibility. Responsibility is spelled incorrectly, so. Right? Is it? Am I a fucking idiot? How do you spell responsible? Responsibility. Yeah, I'm right. They spelt it RESP ECT, find out what it means to me. I'm a 10-year-old entrepreneur. RESPONSABIL. Yeah. Responsibility. It's responsibility. Dude, I'm smarter than an entrepreneur. Unless she made this, because she's 10. Responsibility to be treated like an adult. I am happy when I work. I am happiest when I am busy. And I am most fulfilled when I am contributing. That is fucking dark. That is scary shit, man. This is it. We are in late stage capitalism, folks. When children are excited to work. And not even just like, yeah, I want to be a doctor when I'm older. Yeah, I want to be a nurse. Those are the two options. I want to be a lawyer, you know? It's not even that. It's like, I want to work. I want to be productive. I don't even care what it is. I just need to work. That's fucking scary, man. Like, imagine her friends at school. What about like everyone's at recess or playing tag and shit, you know? And then she's like, guys, stop playing. We have a business meeting. We have an investor meeting by the swing set in 5 minutes. And you guys are playing? Come on. Greetings, investors. Like a fucking kid giving a fucking business proposal. And greetings, investors. Thank you so much for spending your recess with me. What? Listen here. You ever wake up and your parents, they say your parents, they say you got to have toast for breakfast? Well, here was my business idea. Ice cream. He's in like a suit. And he's like he's in an adult suit. It's huge. He's swimming in this thing. He's getting sand and shit all over it. My idea is ice cream for breakfast. I am seeking $5 for 2% of my business. What you guys say? And then his dad, fucking Gary V, is over there like, good job. Good job, buddy. That's great. Fuck, man. Like, I feel like these guys are just like in a competition to like have the youngest entrepreneur child, right? They're gonna have a baby that fucking pops out of the womb and is like, so stocks, you know? You investing in crypto or no? That's gonna be the baby's first words. You know? All these fucking... it just bums me out, man. It just bums me out because, you know, I think if I had a dad like that, whoa, I'd be in immense daily therapy for having a shithole dad like that, you know? But hey, maybe that's just my maybe that's just my father issues popping up. Who knows? Maybe just be taken out on him. But it's all good. Car done. Hello, Grant. Car done. Hello, Grant. Car done. Yeah, that's what the mechanic says to Grant when he's done working on his car. Hey, Grant, car done. Okay. Also, speaking of Gary V, dude, I got another TikTok that I want to show. It's Gary V. And we got another gem from this guy. No, everything that comes out of this guy's mouth is hilarious, and he does not try. He never tries to be funny, but he's always hilarious.
Every time I think about getting to like 25, and I'm like, man, I've really been here like...
Bro, I'd rip both my legs off and arms to be 25. On some real shit. I'd give up everything I have to be 25, just to play again. 25 is a baby.
That's how I feel about going back to 60.
No, 10 is a baby. Wait till you see 10-year-old entrepreneur Gary. Also, what would you do to be 25? I'd rip, but not cut, not like sever. He'd rip his legs and arms off to be 25. Just so he could play again. So you're a torso and a head and I was going to say and a dick. You're a torso, a head, and a dick. And, okay. And you have... I feel like that's irresponsible, Gary. He has like a family and a business to run. I'm not saying people with no arms and legs can't run businesses, but I'm not saying that at all. What I'm interested in is how. You know, logistically, how would you rip your legs and arms off? He'd rip, because if you go one by one, like pulling your leg off, pulling your leg off of your body. Picture that. Pulling so hard that your leg comes off. Twice, because you have two legs, and then you do the same thing to your arm, and then what do you do with this arm? Right, Gary? What do you do with the one arm? You can't rip it off itself. Right? It's like kissing your elbow. You can't kiss your elbow, and you can't rip your own arm off. So the best way to do it is do the legs one by one, and then with the exact same amount of pulling force, pull both of your arms off at the same time. Like cross arms, like you're like you're fucking, you know, you're chilling. You got your arms crossed. You're like, yeah, this is nothing to me. I'm bleeding out because I just ripped my fucking legs off, but here we go. And then you rip both your arms off. And now you're 25 with no arms and no legs. Good job, Gary. God, he'll just say anything. I love that. I really love that. I actually genuinely like that about him. He'll just say whatever fucking pops in his head. Man, entrepreneurs make me laugh so hard every time. And there's, like, without, that's one thing, like, if I'm like, there's a lot of things we can be, like, pretty uncertain about. But there's one certainty in life is that entrepreneurs are always going to say the most batshit stuff all the time. And it's gonna make me happy, man. All right. Let's do some advice really quick. The advice segment, and then and that's it. We could do some advice. Damn, I need a jingle for my advice segment. Jingle for my advice segment. Jingle for my advice segment. Nice. Okay, this is the advice segment where I give advice to people who send it in to veryreallygood@gmail.com. I'm not an expert on anything, but here we go. We use fake names, obviously, and this one is from Corners Smith. Okay, anyway, during the summer, I usually go up to Canada and stay in our summer home, but this year I'll be staying at home for the first time ever. I was really excited to spend this summer with my friends and lazing around since I don't have any friends in Canada and I don't really like it there. No offense, okay? Offense taken. I'm not answering this question. I'm kidding. However, apparently my parents see this as the ideal time for me to get my first summer job. I'm 15, almost 16. It's not a strenuous one, just working at a cafe and making creamies. Oh, soft serve ice cream. Okay. But it's still a job and something I need to commit to. I have ADHD and I really struggle to find the motivation to get things done, so this is going to feel like I'm being pulled around on a leash. It's like the moment I gain my freedom to spend my summer how I want, I have to become an adult and give up that freedom. I don't want to grow up, but I feel I don't have any choice in the matter. Do you have any advice for how I can manage this responsibility while still maintaining my freedom? Some tips on how to get over the immense fear of growing up would be cool too. Thanks, love the pod. This is very funny actually, because this is like the exact opposite of the little girl entrepreneur. Like, you don't want a job, and you're 6 years older than that entrepreneur. I relate to this though, man, because I'm 27 and I've been working for the last 11 years. But no, man, I obviously can't say that. I can't relate or speak on what it's like to have ADHD. Like, I've heard stuff from like my friend Dean, because he was like, he was prescribed stuff for ADD when he was a child and stuff. So like, I've heard, but I'm no expert on it, so I don't want to like speak on that. But in terms of getting a summer job, I feel like I started working when I was 13. That's when I got my first job. It was like child labor, but it's all good. Child labor, I hardly know her. But I do. I unfortunately know her too well, because I did it for like a year. But but I think it's this is controversial, but I think it's a good thing to get a summer job when you're 15 or 16. Okay? I'll say it. Sorry. Cancel me, all right? I know capitalism fucking sucks, but it's kind of the world we live in. So, and you need some people, you need a job. You need money to fucking live. That's just how it is, right? And some people at the same time, if this email seems like you have a job lined up, like it's like there's no interview process, or it's not up in the air that if you're going to get it or not. Like, you could easily get this job, right? And that's huge, because some people can't get jobs that easily. But 15, 16, summer job, part-time, right? You work a couple shifts a week, you got some spending money for yourself to go do the fun things you want to do in the summertime. And it gets you on a schedule. It gets you, it gets you ready for like the real world, I guess, when you have to start working all the time. And you can make some good friends at your job. I made like some really good friends at my jobs. And working was like fun if you have like a good group of people. But at the same time, if you don't want to, it's fucking your call, But I think a part-time job in the summer when you're a teenager can be really beneficial. I learned a lot when I had jobs, when I worked summer jobs and part-time jobs when I was a teenager. So, yeah, and also just like, I can understand like, feeling unmotivated, but there's something about a job and like a shift, like you have to be there. Like, there's something about that that's like really like, oh, I have to like, fuck, people are relying on me and I need to do that, and that's really beneficial, I think. So I think you should go for it, man. I think you should do it. Part-time job. You got some money to fucking spend on whatever you want to do in the summertime with your friends. But that's just me. Okay. We'll do one more question, one more advice. This one is from Thaddeus McGee. They say, I really like writing, mostly plays, but I also write some short stories. I like to think I'm a pretty decent writer when it comes to fiction, but I often find it difficult to write stuff that's more lighthearted or comedic. I don't have a very good sense of humor. I'm an overly serious person, and I often find it difficult to tell when other people are joking. I'm not incapable of humor, but when it comes to actually writing comedy or telling jokes, I don't know where to start. Do you have any advice on how to get better at comedy or how to develop a better sense of humor in general? Interesting question. It's very interesting. I mean, I've never had that problem. I've always been hilarious. Not true. That's not true. I think being funny in real life and being funny when you're writing, it's very different. You know, because there's a lot of those things where it's like you tell something really funny happens, and then when you, like with your friends, and then you go tell someone else that the funny thing that happened, and then it's like, oh, okay, I guess you had to be there. It's not that funny, you know? So it's all situational, right? And there's like a whole social like science, I guess, behind laughing. Like when someone else laughs, you want to laugh with them, right? It's like why stand-up is so... It's like why comedy clubs are designed the way they are, right? It's dark. You can only see the person performing. The laughter like travels. It bounces off everything in the room to make it seem louder. When other people laugh, you laugh. You know, it just encourages laughter, right? It's like a very social like thing. Sometimes you don't even laugh if a joke is funny. You just want to laugh because you understood it, and you're like, it's like more of a like acknowledgement laugh, right? That's like a thing. But in like when you're writing, it can be it's very different. And it's weird because when I write comedy, I write it as if I'm going to be saying it. But like writing, when you're just writing stories, is very different because it has to work within that medium, right? So I think best advice to get better at comedy writing is to just consume more of it, right? You know, maybe it seems like if you're a serious person, you're gonna be reading some more serious stuff. So maybe try reading some more, you know, funny books. You know, some funny literature, comedic short stories and stuff, and that'll probably, you know, that'll inspire you, and that'll sort of get you going, get you in the mood, right? Because I've been even like recently, I got shows coming up in like at the end of the year, and I've been writing like new jokes, making a new show, sort of newish show. And my brain just hasn't been working like that in a year. So I've been just watching more stand-up, and it's helping out a lot. You know, it's getting my brain working like that again. So that's how you do it. But you know what, guys? I think we'll wrap it up right there because my battery's going to die. I have another one, but that's a good sign to end it. Thanks for listening. This was a fun one, man. Good episode. I feel good. You can like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Check out the Patreon if you want to listen to another episode or right after this. But yeah, thanks for all the support. I appreciate it. Rate, review, all that stuff. Put on your story. I don't care, dude. Well, I do. I actually care a lot, but yeah, man. Thanks for listening. I appreciate you. Love you. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next week. Goodbye.